You cannot be serious. That ball was on the line. Chalk flew up. It was clearly in.
John McEnroe's fiery outburst on the tennis court earned him a reputation as one of the most iconic and controversial athletes in history. The Hall of Famer won 7 Grand Slam singles titles. He spent 170 weeks as the sport's top player. Since leaving the tour in 1992, McEnroe has become an outspoken tennis commentator. He's pursued a variety of jobs and interests off the court, from TV host to art collector. He discusses his struggle to reinvent himself after retirement and his thoughts on the game today in this new book. But seriously, he joins us at the table. Good morning. Welcome.
Good to see you.
What's new?
Always
Yeah.
good.
All right,
What's going on?
Let's just start with the elephant in the room.
That's right.
Why was it necessary for you to say that anybody, Serena, couldn't beat the 700th player on the men's circuit?
As you know well enough, Charlie, respect Serena very much so, okay? And I was simply calling her on an NPR, which supposedly you're supposed, you know, this is where you can say it like it is and you're going to get honest feedback. She's the greatest female player that ever lived. Then the lady said to me, I don't remember which one, but she said, why did you say woman? Why don't you just say the greatest, tennis player that ever lived? And so then I felt the need, however, unfortunately, I'm probably to defend myself. I don't know, just say what I really felt. I mean, which is about what I think she would be. I think you're referring to the fact that I said she'd be about 700 in the world.
Yeah.
Right.
I've got a solution, Gail, though, because I know that you're friendly with Serena, and I think at least until yesterday,
I'm clutching the table right now.
I'm just waiting. Would you
wait.
like to apologize?
No. But
I'm waiting for what you're gonna offer.
the offer is this, is because it seems in tennis, unlike other sports, that they're always asking about how women, they always ask me how I would do for someone. Why isn't this old bag John McEnroe, how would he do against Serena? Why don't you combine, just solve the problem? I'm sure the men would be all for this. The men and women play together. And then we don't have to guess.
But, John, you didn't answer Charlie's question. You really should. You really do need to answer Charlie's question.
What was it? I didn't. You're right. I wasn't paying attention.
Necessary to do this.
Yes.
It wasn't necessary. It was not necessary.
You knew it would create.
I didn't know it would create.
You
controversy.
didn't?
No.
John.
Has anybody ever?
I've said this 1,000.
Does Bobby Riggs mean
Charlie,
anything to you?
What do you think, Charlie? You're a tennis guy. You like to play tennis.
I
I
do.
see you on the tennis court.
Right.
What do you think that Serena Williams would be ranked if she played in the men's game?
I have no idea.
Well, if you had a guess.
Well, she seemed pretty strong to me. I mean,
Very strong. The
but
greatest
700
female player ever.
Okay, nobody can prove this. Here's what she said, though. Just,
Yes.
Dear John, that's a nice way to start.
Yeah.
I adore and respect you, but please, please keep me out of your statements if they are not factually based. Or that or not. She said they're not factually based.
Serena's, has a way with words. I've been in the room 5 different times with 5 of my kids were born. I don't want anything to go wrong with Serena because she's pregnant. I don't want to upset her or whatever it was. I think she was doing it tongue-in-cheek as well, and I think that deep down we're talking about something. I can't even believe we're talking about it. But
John.
nonetheless, if you want to keep talking about it, I'd be more than happy to.
I do. I actually do. Because I think everybody knows.
And another thing.
No, men are stronger. Men are faster. We all get that. But I think it sort of belittles what women do on the tennis court. I think that's why people are upset. And the fact that you ranked her 700. So my question to you is, she won Australia weeks pregnant. You ranked her at 700 on the men's. Where would you rank yourself?
Myself would be...
Yeah, where would you put yourself?
Now, are you asking me at 58 years of age, would I be ranked in the tour if I had to play best of 5?
Yeah.
Which is what the men have to do at majors?
Yes.
I would be currently about 1,200 in the world.
I mean, it's
I have a tennis academy at Randall's Island where I lose to kids that are 16 or 17. High school kids, and I would lose. There's pros I have 37 pros, Gail, at my club, 6 or 7 of whom on a bad day I would lose to. Okay. And we could go on and on. I was the former #1 player in the world.
John, what do you say to this? People just say, look, John McEnroe's trying to get publicity for his book. That's all this is.
Well,
he secretly wants
but
to
not this
play
way.
Serena. He secretly
I
wants
never
to play
wanted.
Serena.
I never wanted to play Serena. People always ask me about playing Serena. Did they ask Roger Federer about playing?
Okay, so let me.
Yeah, sure.
Who's the greatest player today
Roger is. Roger's the greatest, and Rafa. I mean, they've both had renaissances. One won the Australian, the other French. It's incredible. I mean, I look at these guys. I mean, I admire Roger, but the way he's done it, how much he loves it's what I really respect.
Yeah, but in terms of the history of tennis, is it Rod Laver or is it Roger or is it someone else?
Well, my rankings would be Roger, Rafa, close second. Rod Laver was my idol. Then I throw Pete Sampras in. He's the greatest fast court player. Serena Williams at 5. And number 6, Novak Djokovic. Okay, you happy now?
Yes, I'm happy.
Brought me, yes.
Yes, I am.
Serena, have a great time with the baby.
Because there really is no need to compare men and women. I think that's the point that we're all.
Well, how can we always do it then in tennis and not other sports? Go call the athletes in the other sports and ask them how they would do, or boxer.
Like the WNBA and the NBA.
Well, exactly, or whatever sport you want to choose. But for some reason, Bobby Riggs in 19 when he played Billie Jean King, and he threw the match. But no, I'm kidding.
If you had,
but that's a whole other story.
Oh, watch out tomorrow.
Yes.
I'll be back tomorrow at 8:15.